Complaint is poverty, okay? You're complaining in ways that you don't even think you're complaining. My mom literally yelled at me this morning, Kayleigh, be positive. Oh my God, it shook me. I was like, because you don't realize that you're on a tangent, a snowball of complaining about something not working in your favor, or I knew this was going to happen, this is why. And it's so fueled with all this intense energy. And then it's going to have to come out in your reality. It's like a fucking volcano. I'm seeing Pele in my mind too. That is just more so a tidbit of a resignation, if you will. Resignation is not a word. Resignation is. That's not what I said. Anyway, confirmation, whatever. A volcano erupting, it's like that shit's going to boil and boil and boil until you soothe it, calm it down. And she said, be positive. I said, she ate though. She ate though. And I feel like this is symbolic, especially 1, 2, 3 on the clock right now. It reminds me when I was in the shower and I was shaving my legs and I was like, oh my God, I have to shave so often now because it's summer. And I was like, wait a fucking minute. Summer's my favorite, I was going to say holiday. Summer's my favorite season in the world. I wait all year for summer. The second August 15th hits, I'm like, oh, she's leaving me. My panic starts to set in, And when I was shaving my legs, I was like, no, shaving my legs more often is a sign of summer. That's my favorite time of the year, 111. I'm going to program myself to feel like shaving my legs is a symbol of my favorite experience. I'm tan. My legs are out. This is a beautiful gift. I'm so lucky to be able to shave my legs right now. I wait for this. Instant change from and then I was like, you don't even realize that you're complaining until you shift it to positive. So, complaint is poverty. No more complaint. Even recognizing when you say, not the Two of Cups coming out. Okay, let's see. This could also be in our relationship with others. Also, relationships are mirrors. We will go delusional about things, or unaware, blissfully unaware, and maybe even sometimes not blissfully unaware of how we're actually operating until we speak something out loud, until it affects someone else, and we see that our energy is setting someone up. Like, no one wants to hear about drama. No one wants to hear about, obviously, when there's an intention to expose it with burning it out, letting it fully go and surrendering into something better. But when we're just like mindlessly chattering about our problems and over and over and over again, and we expect to have solutions, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Two of Cups, let's see. Ultimately, relationships are our greatest gift. Our ability also to communicate is an intense gift as well. 222 just on the clock. Because you're able to discover more about how you're operating internally, and then you can do something to change it. Once we're aware of something, we can do something to change it, which is why also I love astrology so much, because once you really see, like, oh, this is why I'm this way. Once you're conscious of something, once you make the unconscious conscious, that's when the change happens. So with this, it's like, if we can not be offended by certain things or by people having an aversion to us, and maybe take a moment to be like, maybe what I see in them is what I see in myself, and maybe what I see in myself is coming out through them, so I can recognize my own inner world. Everything's a mirror. You know what I mean? And maybe my mother, needing me to be more positive was a result of her feeling like she couldn't take any more internally. You know what I mean? We don't know. Page of Cups landing on top of Empress. How cute. It's like going back, having an emotional sentiment, loving message. Also gratitude. The attitude of gratitude is everything. You can't combat a problem with problem energy. That's just going to create internal war, internal conflicts. I'm seeing the Five of Wands in my head. When you come at it with solutions, more so love, appreciation, think about the scales of balance, right? Three of Cups, celebration, party. How can we join together? 3 through 3. Threes, power of threes as well, because I'm seeing the triangle, also 3-6-9 method. Gratitude, maybe even getting the 3-6-9 journal if you're called to do, it'll help instill new energy. Regardless, what I'm saying is the scales, right? When you're filling it with negativity, and that's like sand, if you will, it's pulling down, 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 down. You're not going to be able to, on the other side, fill with more negativity because the negativity is on this side. How are you going to combat that? With positivity, with love, with gratitude, with appreciation, with checking yourself and being conscious of when your mind's starting, because this is the thing, it's a subconscious program at this point, but we can make the unconscious conscious with our intention. Even say, show me where I'm meant to lean into love and light. Show me where I'm meant to transmute this energy if you want to have better relationships and better solutions. So you don't have to push everything away with your energy. You know what I mean? And not that you are, but it's just like, there's something that wants to come near you, but if you're stuck in the energy of looking at how everything is repelled by you, or you're repelling everything and how it's not enough for you, you're never going to be able to appreciate or accept what wants you. That's deep. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I should have stayed at home. Libra. What the hell was I saying? Leo. First of all, love. As a Leo rising Libra Venus, I just got the chills. Power. You have power to be you, and beautifully too. Gratitude. Libra energy is balance, harmony, seeing all sides. We don't have to fight against what's calling us out. We should appreciate it, because if things are calling us out in our reality, it's because we're meant to change it, or else we're going to self-destruct. 6th house, Virgo. Okay, Leo, Virgo, Libra, the perfect August, September, October. What if everything was different by September, October? I was going to say November. August. Because you decided to turn that attitude to gratitude. This is the thing. Listening to audiobooks, doing things that will actually set you up with new thought streams is going to be what does it. My mom just said, do I want a bagel? Yes, mommy. Mercury. How... so crazy, okay. Mercury, more Virgo energy, but also how can we be of service? Also our day-to-day routines. How we show up every single day is how our life will be long-term. Our life is made in our day-to-day moments. How are we living day-to-day? Even then, with every light, there's shadow, right? The shadow side of confidence is insecurity. If you felt insecure, it's because you're meant to understand confidence, babe, and discover it on your own. So it's even more, it's the stronger pillar. When you build something yourself, that shit's not going to shake. When you're in the Libra energy, if you're meant to lean into Venusian, receptive, giving, nurturing, beautiful energy, you also understand what it's like to be, not you ugly, the life to feel bare, barren. Is that the word? Gloomy, gray. When you're meant to be of service, you are able to when you understand what it's like to need support, right? So with this, tell it how it is. I'm just telling it like it is. Zara Larson, my queen. And the good news is it won't take long for gratitude to work its magic.